My name is Ravinder. I'm 18 years old and I'm a student at the Peter Johns Enterprise Academy where I've been since September, and I've actually launched my own business while I'm there called Indian Snackbox, which is about bringing Indian snacks and sweets out to the public. When I actually started I was 17, but during the course I've turned 18, so that's where it started to develop. I think after I left school there wasn't much opportunity because my first job was working in a factory, so I thought there was much more motivation. I knew there was something more out there, so I just pushed myself forward and just the persistence. I got an apprenticeship and I joined the academy over a short period of a year, and so that's what motivated me to move on. I think the main thing I would think is persistence, because it's not like an overnight thing. You won't just come to it. It takes a lot of work in it to develop it, so persistence is the key thing, I think. I think it would be to create more opportunity. Where I'm from, West Bromwich, when I left school there wasn't much things to do. You could either go to work in a factory or just stay in education. There wasn't much enterprise or do your own thing, so it would be in my area to encourage more enterprise. Yeah, we did a lot of volunteering at, say, the local community centre, and I think during the academy as well we also did a social enterprise activity which actually ran yesterday. We did an arts and crafts workshop in Kidderminster. During my apprenticeship period I actually did with the Accord Group at the Accord Housing Association in West Bromwich, and I think they were good at developing me, because I think my confidence skills lacked a bit when I was joining, and so they developed me through their programme that they had, and the support they gave you through the learning development coordinator that was there. So it was the support for the apprenticeship that actually encouraged me to achieve bigger, better things while I was there. Well, actually, the requirements weren't that high. It was more about you as a person. I think because when you're younger, the employers don't tend to look at your CV because you won't have much work experience, so they tend to hire you on your motivation and persistence and how enthusiastic you are about the role. So, yeah, if I didn't have my own business, I'd like to think I'd have my own business, but if I didn't, I reckon I'd be in the apprenticeship role because I really enjoyed it and it's where I prospered. So I think I'd be developing through there. I'd say the main challenge was, because it was a food business, I think, generalising because the food business, it was the health and safety requirements because I'm running from home. But I think the persistent, obviously, I got through that. Then it was packaging, but the main thing actually to get a business run was the sales. So it's just contacting loads of people. I mean, loads of people say, no, I'm not interested. And you do get put down for it, but you got to motivate yourself because it's only you in that business, no one else there. So you got to motivate yourself to try and achieve the sales. So I think the sales part was the most challenging part for me. I think that the momentum started picking up over the last month because I've managed to get into 2 coffee shops in Birmingham. So I've just got to change the packaging to work for them. And once I've done that, I've got them into 2 coffee shops in Birmingham. So from there, the momentum will start to build up. I'd like to think that I'd have it through, because I'm not contacting coffee shops now, I'd like to have it expanded throughout coffee shops. I think it's a great impulse buy for someone a counter while you purchase a coffee. But also I'd like to get into the event side and also stands at events. But one of the main things was to create a platform like Graze.com to have mail orders, snacks and sweets. I think my business there's a lot of Indian snacks and sweets businesses out there, but they're primarily based within a community. They keep the food within that community. I think with me it's about pushing that food out and getting it to people that haven't necessarily tasted it before. That's about pushing it out and bringing it out. So I'd like a generic name like Indian Snackbox instead of a specific name. I think my involvement with AFund is basically they're good at introducing me to networks. They invited me to a meeting a couple of weeks ago. It's good to get insight into meetings like that and get involved with things like that. So it's about expanding my network. In the future, possibly I'm looking at starting a new startup, which I'm planning. So I could potentially gather investment from the AFund, which would be good.